There you go.
Absolutely marvelous. Brilliant.
Amazing.
Wow.
That was
Pretty
amazing.
good.
Try not to burp right now, but I'm at the same
Nice
time trying to
one.
say nice one. Oh,
Amazing work.
yeah, I was
All right.
pleasantly surprised.
What do you all think?
I think it's pretty good.
Like it.
Amazing.
Great.
If I had one thing, it would maybe be where you linger on shots, maybe not linger on them as long as you do. That's really all I can think of right now.
Yeah, I realized that whilst editing the score into the episode.
Yeah, most of the shots you did, they were great, but some of them didn't need to drag on for that long.
Yeah, that is true.
I will keep that in mind for episode 2. What do you think of the score created by?
The score is amazing.
Yep.
It was created
And I'm
by
glad
Xavier
Sandra
Sims,
made his
who's in the
appearance.
VC right now.
Such amazing work.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, you did great on the score.
Thank you.
Let's go voice acting. What did you think? In terms of, let's start with like maybe Optimus's voice, because I know it's kind of different to what we usually hear.
Yes. Yeah, it's a bit different. Well, I kind of like it.
I'll rate it a Prime's voice 8 out of 10.
I'll be a bit different here and say I grew up watching the original cartoon, and when I compare Peter Cullen's voice from then to now, everyone imitates. I don't mean any disrespect when I say this. Everyone imitates the now Peter Cullen voice as opposed to the 1980s, where he's a lot. You can tell he's a lot younger, and he doesn't have that big gravitas towards his voice as he does now when he does it. So I'm always, when people go for the 80s aesthetic of Optimus, they always go for Peter Cullen in his, what is he, like 50, 60 years old now? They always go for that as opposed to when he was actually in his late 30s, early 40s. So that's, I'm kind of always turned off by that, but that's really just me.
Well, there was this one guy that sounded pretty much like Peter Cullen, but I decided to go with Jasper's voice mainly because he showed like more range and emotion, and this is a story about love and war, because this is a romance story. There wasn't really much romance in the first episode, but as the episodes progress, you'll see the romance elements to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted an Optimus that could sound sympathetic, but also with more range of emotion, and like not sound too similar to the Optimus that is usually heard throughout different.
Yeah, I do agree on that. Yeah, I really like Prime's voice in this one.
Yeah, Jasper does a good job.
I'll say I think the best actor so far has been who voiced Sentinel again?
Fort Max 1984.
Yeah, I actually really liked his take on Sentinel. Granted, again, it's a bit close to oh god, I should know this. Oh god.
Starts with an L.
Leonard Nimoy, yes, thank you.
Yep.
It's a bit close to Leonard Nimoy's Sentinel, but I guess that's I'll take a gander and say that's kind of what you were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked his take.
Ori, what did you think? I just realized that you joined like halfway through.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get to see a majority of it, but with the parts that I did see, I'm just gonna say the cast was casted very well. Like you got, with the different characters, you got the voices pretty good to match with, the characters that they were casted as. I mean, I know I'm speaking common sense, but I mean, I thought it was really good. They tied it really well with like the scenes and the moments in the scenes, and like also like I want to talk about the music too, like the background music that was placed very well and blended with the voices pretty sweetly. Words, adjectives, good ones.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I think overall, at least with what I saw, I can't really like critique you negatively on it because I mean I don't really much to judge, but overall I think it was pretty well
I
made,
appreciate
and I'm excited to see more in the future.
I appreciate your thoughts on my music.
Music. Wait, okay, wait. That's a question actually. Did someone make the music?
I
Yeah,
did.
I mean,
Xavier Sims did. He's in the VC right now.
I
oh, oh, that's really cool.
I
You make
did.
music? I don't know a lot of people who make music, but I do know some.
Yes.
And lucky me, the people that I know that do, including you now, they all they're all very talented, and it all it always sounds good. And everyone's got their
I'm
own
sorry.
style
Excuse me.
of music too, and it's just
Can
great.
y'all can y'all actually can y'all actually hear me?
You're
There's
a
a lot
little
of
quiet, but
yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
like a fan in the background that it kind of is overpowering, but I'm hearing you quite well.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
I can hear you
Because
clearly enough.
I realize I don't have my mic plugged in, and I think what I'm
Uh,
about to do is switch over to that. Actually,
okay.
I can just plug it in real quick, and maybe y'all can hear me a little better. I do apologize for this. I
No
didn't
No,
know
it's
worries,
y'all
no
all
were
good.
worries.
It's
sitting,
all good, man. So
and I just wanted to just join and just say what I had to say
Sure.
in that time. So excuse me, give me a second. Let me plug it in.
sure, take your time, man.
Hold on.
Whilst we wait for him, Martian Mari, what do you think?
Pretty good.
If Jesus Christ, that was um,
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Oh
my
yeah,
God,
very clear.
God
yeah, it's
Yeah.
speaks.
much clearer.
Is it better?
It's much
Yep,
better.
Nah, it's really
definitely.
good now.
Okay, yeah. So I do appreciate. First of all, let me finish this real quick. Sorry if I'm interrupting anyone.
You're
I
good.
do appreciate everyone's opinions on my music for this series. I had fun making it. I try to go for a
Good.
bit mixture of 80s type soundtrack mixed in with modern music.
That's
Um,
interesting.
little to no excuse me. I had little to no expectations on what to go for with the music, so I just went with what people would be used to by now when they think of Transformers music. They think of a 80s type soundtrack. And prior to this, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Um, I've not watched much Transformers, but yeah, it's a shock. I know. Um, as a as a kid, the only ones I've seen were like different incarnations of the series. Like I think the ones I can remember the most were from the Transformers Cybertron era, Transformers animated era. Because I was born in the 2000s. I was born in the late
Ah, I
90s,
see.
but I didn't get a chance to live the 90s. I was born in 99. So when I was a kid during the mid 2000s, I would mostly catch Transformers Cybertron early mornings before school, and I'll watch a little bit of it. And then a couple of years later, I would watch a bit of Transformers animated during the late 2000s, early 2010s. And then I would watch the Michael Bay movies too. And during that time, like my knowledge on music was just very non-existent. And then fasting forward to today, prior to working on the music for this project, I've played the PS2 Transformers game, and
Ooh, that's nice.
I actually
Oh, someone's
listened to
just stolen my heart.
Same.
um Transformers Armada. That's the era that game was in.
Yep.
And then I listened to the soundtrack to it, and I'm like, okay, so maybe Vern is going for something like what I heard from the game. So I just went with that and just uh came up with a pretty decent score to this. I also did my own rendition of the Transformers theme that you guys heard at the end
Yep.
because I don't think it would completely work without that. And I do hope to continue on with this as the series progresses. I can't wait to do more music for future episodes, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So
I can't wait to listen to them.
I feel like I'm
Alright.
gonna ramble on and on about it, but I do appreciate everyone's thoughts on the music, especially if some of y'all just came in and only heard the last bit of it, not the whole thing. You ain't missing much. When the video gets uploaded to YouTube, you'll hear the other half of it from the beginning all the way to the end. And I think when the first 3 episodes do get uploaded to YouTube, hopefully I'll have enough to at least put out the first soundtrack release for Transformers Affinity, containing the first 3 episodes, and then once Vern does more episodes, I'll come up with more stuff and I'll do a second soundtrack release afterwards.
That's
Yeah, you
nice.
did great, man. You did great.
I appreciate everyone for listening. I had to get this out when I can, while I can.
Mhm.
So
Hey,
Yeah, no
That's
worries.
we gotta have the music artist speech, you know.
Bro.
Say.
All right. We'll come to a close in a bit, but I wanted to hear what your theories on what could happen next episode. Those that are part of the crew and cast that have already received the episode script, maybe don't mention anything right
Sure.
now.
Got it.
Well, obviously, the planet Cybertron explodes. I mean, come on.
Well,
Episode 2
that's
is going
that.
to be mental.
Well. Oh.
Well, without spoiling too much, casting people in the cast and crew, what are you excited for, like the viewers to see in like the next couple episodes?
Honestly, not sure. Could be anything. I guess. Yeah, I don't really have anything in mind.
I'm curious as to where, without saying too much, I am curious as to where you're going to take Optimus through as it goes on. And the thing I am more interested to see is actually just how the directing uh, improves over time. Because we've already stated it at the start of chatting, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing you trying new things and trying different things to get a different perspective on how you want to do a shot.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Quick question for you all. What do you think about this series? Like, what are your thoughts about this series being like a love in war type situation, type of storyline? Because like usually Transformers projects or films tend to focus on the war and other stuff, but since my channel focuses on taking different genres and um themes from film and etc. I wanted, what are your thoughts on this being a love romance series set
So
in Transformers?
I've played too much Metal Gear Solid to be a bit, you know, oh my god, that's all it is. um, Joking aside, um, it'll be nice to see, because even in the kids' cartoons, and like especially Transformers Prime nearly got it for me. But I do yearn to see more of the human aspect to the Transformers, because everyone tends to forget. Yeah, they're robots, but they're actually sentient robots. They see their mechanical aspect of their body as we would our human organs.
Yeah,
So
true.
that's like some of the comics go into it, but they always go into like PTSD and like the horrors of war, and it's like, okay, I've read that too many times to care now. So what you're proposing is a little bit more interesting at the minute, whereas a cartoon would focus on the whole friendship is power malarkey. But you know, kids shows, I'm not a kid anymore, so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see how you do it and how you take it, how you create it. I mean to say.
Cool. All right. Does anyone else have anything to say?
Well, I
Whether that's in talking or in voice chat. I mean,
for
Where's
if you
my
see.
boy Bumblebee?
Uh, um,
Enough of Bumblebee.
too many bumblebees.
Honestly, I do have a little bit more to say about your stop motion series, Vern.
go on. Yeah, sure.
I thought what you did was fine with me. It kind of reminded me of when I used to do videos like that back when I was little, and I completely um I'm not associated with those videos anymore because they're cringy. But we all got to start somewhere. I just look at stop motion Lego videos that I do now, etc., and I think the stuff I'm doing now is better than back when I started when I was at an early age. But to see yours, it just kind of reminded me of that. But I think what you did so far for the series is fine with me. I just had a little nostalgia trip when I was watching your footage, and I honestly just don't mind what you were doing there, and I like it. I really do. The voice acting for the most part is cool too.
Thanks. Yeah, it was important for me to like get the right. It's always important for me to get the right actors, voice actors and actresses, especially when it's a story with this tone, this genre. So it was important for me to get the right ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing that, and this is coming from someone again who has not been that much into Transformers as I should have been. I don't really mind this to go on, like mixing action with romance and stuff like that. Like I'm open to see how that turns out with the Autobots and everything.
Yeah. Also
I'm
in
because I'm really trying to get
go
back
on.
into the whole Transformers lore as much as I can. So
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you don't know a lot on Transformers, but
yeah,
as long as you enjoy the story and you can understand the aspects of what makes Transformers, then you're in the clear, really.
right, right. I just know about the some of the characters and some of the shows that existed back in the day and whatnot. Just at ease. Go for it.
Yeah, cool. In response to Ricky's question about where's Bumblebee, uh, originally he was supposed to be in the series, but then I decided to cut him out because I didn't see him having a huge role in it. To be honest, like, I
That's
mean, sure,
understandable.
he's like a big character and all, but this is more character focused, more on Optimus and a character that we'll meet in the second episode. I won't spoil. Well, I won't spoil who, but yeah, this is more focused on them two and their dynamic more than the more known characters such as Bumblebee, Ironhide, etc.
We get Jazz, so I'm happy.
Yeah, yes, we got Jazz. So, does anyone else have anything else to say?
Well, one thing's for sure, Cliff Jumper did not die in the first episode. That's one thing.
I'll give that till episode 5.
Shit.
Yeah, who knows?
Well,
All right. If no one else has anything else to say, I would like to thank you all for coming to the early viewing party. The episode will release this Saturday at 9 p.m. GMT. So in the UK
Yep.
is 9
So
p.m.
that's 4 p.m. for me, right? Because I'm in America.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a
I'm
five
pretty
or
sure
five
4
or
or
four
5, yeah.
different. Yeah. So like
it's 12. It's 12:37 p.m. here Eastern time.
it's a 5:37 right here.
Yeah.
it's 12:37 a.m. for me.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Go back to
AM?
bed.
I will later this.
All right. Yeah. Again.
Don't you just love interacting with people that are from different time zones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the things I don't like about this world, having different time zones.
Well, what can you do?
It's like from experience, I can understand it could be a little hard and frustrating to get back to people because they live in like different parts of the world. But working with people, that didn't really seem to bother me that much. Like I'm mostly just comfortable with working with people that are close to my time zone or just in the UK or Canada or other places that I can easily get back to people from.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me that much. But like, if there was like a meeting or something, then it's kind of complicated.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
I got used to it. I'm just used to it.
You just kind of have to work around it.
Yep.
All right. Again, thank you guys for coming. If you are available at the premiere, you can come over, chat with the public in the live chat in the premiere. See their thoughts and all that, comments, etc. You're welcome to come along and watch again if you want.
Definitely watching it again.
I'll be sure to stop by when I can.
Yeah.
Try my best to get there.
I think when that video comes out too, I'm gonna add that video to my list of different projects I took part of as a musician composer.
That is nice.
Cool.
And that's what I usually do. Like when someone puts out their work that has my music in it, I add it to the playlist.
Yeah, I do that with my
until
voice acting.
until I put out an official soundtrack release, and then I'll put that on my channel for people to check out. And I think when I do that, actually, is it okay if I share it on your server as well as Vern?
Yeah, no, that's fine. If anyone can share anything, really, except for
Okay,
well,
I was just
bad
making sure.
stuff. Yeah. Well,
Shameless plug, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Again, yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming. Episode 2 will begin filming soon. I'm just getting the sets ready. I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy that one. That one's a little longer in terms of script length.
Ooh, okay. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
You'll manage.
And yeah, and it'll be the introduction of our second protagonist. So yeah, thanks all for watching. Thanks for coming.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Happy to be here.
Good chatting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Honored.
for cast and crew, I'll notify you and update you on the status of episode 2 very soon.
Got it.
And everyone else, if there's another viewing party for part 2 or any other series, I will definitely contact you guys, and we can have another viewing party maybe in the future.
Cool.
I think the
Sounds
next
good.
viewing party will probably be Deviations episode 1.
Can't wait to
S-
see that.
so that'll be like sometime in July. But I'll update you
See.
guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Alright. Alright. Thanks all for coming. Have a good day, afternoon.
Happy
Depends
to
on
be
your
here.
time zone.
You
You
too.
too.
You too.
Take care.
I'm
Take care.
gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep, man. Go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright. See you guys.
See ya.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.